What's up, guys? Welcome back from the MLG studio here in New York City. I'm Axel Toss, joined by Axlab. We're here on Saturday, watching some awesome StarCraft 2, having a lot of fun. Of course, the American WCS. 8 spots are on the line in the Premier Division.
That's right. Of course, we're still in the early rounds of the tournament, so we're getting rid of some of the contestant field is narrowing.
It is indeed.
But of course, it is a double elimination tournament, so everyone has a second chance here. We just finished watching some cool games. In fact, Mystery so far has been the biggest surprise, taking that first map off Jaedong before losing the series 1-2. But now we're on to a Sasquatch versus Hacin game.
Yes, Sasquatch, of course, relatively well-known, a player from Team Complexity. However, his opponent, maybe not as much. Of course, this is a best-of-3, I think, from round 2.
Yes.
I want to say.
I think so.
And, of course, winner will advance to round 3, and the loser will go to the loser bracket. Of course, this is double elimination, all best-of-3s, a 512-person bracket. Lots of people hoping to qualify for that Premier Division, where we already have 24? Math is not my strong point. 24? There's already 24, right?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So, we're looking for 8 to join those guys. And here we are. In the top right-hand location, we got the Red Zerg player, Sasquatch, from Team Complexity, in this game 1 of 3. His opponent in the lower left-hand location, we have the blue Terran player, Hacin. Now, I don't know much about Hacin, but he does have a flamingo as his... Is that a flamingo? That little thing next to his command center? It might be a... Is it a pigeon?
It's not a pigeon.
It's definitely a pigeon.
That's not a pigeon.
Wait, can you do me a favor, by the way?
Yeah.
Can you hit Control S? Okay, never mind. Control S. I can't hear the workers. I don't know. That's weird. Is that just me? I don't know. Oh, okay. There it is. So, Sasquatch versus Hacin. What do we know about Hacin? Do we know much?
I know only one thing, that he's a random player.
I'm going to go to Twitter, and I'm going to see if anyone...
The first map, he's playing Terran.
Okay.
But he said he has an intention to potentially race switch between the series. Of course, that's allowed in our rules. You can change your race throughout the tournament. Because he is a random player, picking Terran on Daybreak.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I think Daybreak's actually a pretty good map for Terran. Well, I'm also biased. I think every map's good for Terran. So I don't actually know. Statistically, I'm not actually sure if that's actually true. It also depends what style of Terran you like to play. Daybreak's really good for a turtle style of Terran. Opening up with a Reaper and a bunker, and Sasquatch doesn't have anything to see the bunker.
Uh-oh.
But now the hatchery finishes.
But he has to pull drones.
How's he going to react? How's he going to react? Where's the drones?
I see 4 lings. He might just wait on the lings. I mean, what he could do is just...
the bunker will be done.
Yeah.
Like,
just try to prevent the Reaper from getting in the bunker, basically, with the lings.
You can't prevent a Reaper from moving around the map. He's a Reaper, man. What are you thinking? These guys go where they want. Already some Zerglings taking damage. You know what it could be? The thing is, a bunker with Reaper in it is actually, like, does not kill the hatchery very fast. You can just wait until you have 2 queens out. The first queen from the hatchery, this one should run away. And then the queen that's produced from the main base, it'll head down. And then by the time the queen from the main base comes in, actually, he's gonna go right now.
Yeah. Now, will he lose? I mean, he could be fancy and pull away the weakened links.
I feel he should have waited longer, personally.
The SCV's going to start repairing, and the Queen's going to target him down. The SCV's gone.
Actually, he didn't lose anything. Taking a lot of damage on some of these units.
Wow, that bunker salvaged at the perfect time.
Just barely got that salvage off. Let's look at the follow-up from Terran. Of course, he expanded behind us with the command center, then adding 2 more barracks, so not teching, and going straight for Stimpack. So we could see some bio-timing. The Reapers are not done yet, though, still need more damage. One of those Queens was injured, trying to tank the damage for the bunker. The Reapers, of course, can regenerate their health. They're going to back up for a bit, though.
All right, so it's like it's not like anything crazy happened there with the Reaper aggression. It's not like you got a huge lead. In fact, I dare say we're still pretty even.
I would say the Zerg came out ahead even. I mean,
yeah.
He lost an SCV and he had to salvage a bunker, and he's killed 1 unit, 1 worker.
But the Reapers are still alive, which is nice. Of course, the health does regenerate.
Ideally, though, I think he would have wanted to get more kills with those Reapers. He really, I don't think he quite got what he wanted to.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
You know, one of the key things there is when he had that bunker, he put the Reaper in the bunker and just had to attack the hatchery. Like, this hatchery took a lot of damage from Reaper. Oh, not a lot, but a lot of hits were directed to hatchery, and those hits could have killed a drone before the Zerglings came out. So, but things are progressing normally. He's getting a bunker, double reactors. Now, I think we are going to see some type of stim bio-timing. I feel like he's got to wait for a starport, though. If you walk across the map with just a lot of Marines and the Zerg player catches on to it, you know, especially with upgraded Zerglings on the way, or actually, it looks like Sasquatch is actually going for roaches. Marines without medevacs can just be slaughtered, because if the Zerg has overwhelming numbers, you won't have that retreat ability.
All right, we see the Roach Warren is about halfway done, researching the +1 missile. Also has Carapace on the way, so it's not like he's going for that that heavy lean composition we saw from our Zerg player in the last game. Instead, this looks like maybe a Swarm Host type thing. I'm trying to think about, let's see.
It could just be a mass roach opening,
yeah,
like a speed roach, a 1-1 speed bust. I've actually seen that. A lot of Korean Zergs like to do this. They time everything and they hit the team with like 20 to 30 speed roaches with 1-1. They can really do a lot of damage there. The Queens are starting to move out now, spread their creep. They've abandoned their positions into wall, feeling that it's safe enough now. They don't think Tyrion's going to do anything. Of course, Tyrion still has all that great map vision with these 2 Reapers controlling both the watchtowers. And that is because Sasquatch never got Zergling speed, just focusing on roaches.
All right, the Marine's going to be taking out those annoying little rocks. Of course, I've lost plenty of game where I've accidentally attacked those when I should be attacking my enemy Zerglings.
You know, one thing from the Terran player, this is a very late engineering bay. He really got a lot of production tech up before starting on upgrades, which could play out actually well against this type of roach time. If he has enough Marines with stim and combat shield, you can just run over roach army sometimes. And of course, roaches can't retreat against stim. They're a much slower unit.
Let's see the upgrades on the Terran. Does he have?
He has stim.
Okay, but the infantry upgrades at engineering base? Is he just now?
This is the first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was just saying. It's very late upgrades. This is his very first engineering bay. The Zerg player's moving out now. This is exactly the timing I was talking about. Once you get speed and 1-1 upgrades, you move out with a lot of roaches. And if you look at the front of the base, at the very least, you can often kill these depots, assuming the Tyrion has a small army. But this is a build designed to punch Tyrants who are going 3 CCs double E-base.
That's a lot of Marines.
Hacin never went 3 CC or double E-base. He's just saying, I'm going to make a lot of units.
Oh, he's stimming forward. He's going to try to take him off guard. Is that the right decision? A decent concave here from Sasquatch, trying to make those roaches work. All of his upgrade finished, but the Marine's just going to stand strong and take it. And Sasquatch is going to have to retreat.
This has really turned Sasquatch's build around, is the fact that Hacin was basically playing a mass Marine, no upgrade, no tech, no expansion timing. And it forced Sasquatch back. But that being said, Sasquatch doesn't have to do damage because Hacin, his third is so late, his upgrades are so poor.
Yeah.
As the game goes on, especially if Sasquatch can get a third base, he can probably overwhelm with superior upgrades, but he's actually not continuing to upgrade.
It's interesting because I feel like both these guys, hold on, the Roach is actually going to come forward and
they
want revenge. The Marine's going to have to retreat. No medevac above to help support them. Meanwhile, there's going to be a drop in the main base here of the Zerg player. A few Marines going to be dropping down, but the Roach is going to start targeting down the bunker. The SCV is being pulled to try to repair it, and they're not going to be able to repair it.
Hacin's going to take so much damage. Only a few Marines left to shoot. On the other hand, this drop is taking out a couple Queens, but with additional Roaches being rallied, Sasquatch is going to clear that up without a problem. He's safe.
Look at the supply lead, 118 to 54.
So much going down.
Sasquatch busted into his opponent's main base. And there's the GG from the Terran player. Sasquatch takes game number 1. Fairly interesting game there. I felt like both players tried to go for these similarly timed builds as far as, all right, I want to make a build that hits at this time, and that time is, again, the same for both of them. Sasquatch going for that Roach push, his opponent going for the heavy Marine, a couple medevacs above that push. But, I felt at first the Terran player had an advantage, but Sasquatch just kept making Roaches, and the Terran player just couldn't keep up.
He did it. It also could be somewhat deceiving. Terran player took that first fight very well, but remember, no third CC. Upgrades are very late. And he only built a single medevac throughout the entire game. So he had no tech, really. I mean, he built the infrastructure, but didn't really use it. So while he took the fight, he didn't really have anything behind it. Like, he had to actually totally dominate that fight to really make the game continue.
Yeah, and of course, guys, this is a best of 3. So Sasquatch isn't necessarily on to the next round just yet. He has to win 1 more. Of course, Hacin, our Terran player, must win 2 in a row. We'll have to see if he switches races.
Yes.
Of course, that is permissible in our rules. So we'll have to see what happens, guys. Stay tuned. Game 2 coming up.